This material here is called plunk wood. It's the inside of a hard wood. It's very powdery, but this smoulders and burns very well, giving off good heat. This is our plunk wood. I'm going to drop a spark and generate some heat through the sparker and get a coal burning. Then this can be transferred to our tinder pile, or dry grass is laid on top and blown into flames that way. And there we have one. So I've got this plunk wood burning now, and I'll add this to my tinder pile. When I'm in the woods, I carry this liquid hand gel. It's alcohol based. Bought this at Tesco's. But the benefit of it, if you put it at the base of your fire, it will take a spark. And produce flames, which burn for quite some time. These are ideal for damp conditions. Using our fire starter and some tissue paper, wrap that around the fire steel and give it a scrape. Sooner or later, one of the sparks lands on the paper and ignites it. We can then transfer this to our fire. This is my natural piece of flint and a forged striker. And today's tinder is going to be some amadou, which comes from a hoof fungus, or known as the tinder fungus. We need to prepare this in a certain way by scraping. And all I do is pull it tight. All I do is pull it tight and scrape the top layer. This produces a nice fluffiness. This is probably going to be enough. I'm also going to tear a little piece off, so when we get a little coal, we've got our prepared fluffy tinder now. I've also teared a strip off, so when this ignites and we get a little red dot, I'll roll it in this and blow it into hotter heat. But then you need to add it to tinder to blow it into flames. What we need to do is put the tinder on the utmost of the flint, and striking down, we get these sparks, and one's caught. We roll this into a little node and then put it inside another piece that we've cut in advance. Once we've got our amadou lit, we roll it in a bigger piece and blow this into a coal. Like so. We then add this to our tinder and blow into life. What I have here is a 9-volt battery, some wire wool and some cotton wool as my tinder. We could use some very dry grasses what have been pounded, or thistledown, or anything what's got a nice fluffiness to it. We fluff this up so it takes a minimum amount of heat. Wire wool you're not likely to have on you in your backpack, but you may have a metal scourer with the pink powder inside, what you use for cleaning your pots and pans. They can be used as well. And all we're going to do is short the battery out, producing the wire wool, and we got flames. We get two ends. what will fit on the positive and negative of the mobile phone battery. Holding them on the battery, bringing the ends together over our tinder should cause a reaction. Enough heat to generate heat to ignite your tinder. Although the mobile phone is much better to ring a rescue or ring for help. And this is how the tinder, we've got some dry grasses. And this is how we buff it. We basically rub it together quite vigorously. This tears and rolls the gentle fibres, which makes them take heat or an amber a lot easier. And you can carry on buffing all day long. You will find you end up with not very much left though. So that's like that. We've got our crab balls there, and as you can see, I'll bring it closer, there's some concentric circles, hence the name concentrius. They're ever decreasing circles. We need to scrape with our knife, opening those circles, like so. Now we're going to put a spark into those circles. I'm not going to put it on the tinder just in case the spark falls off and ignites the tinder. As you can see, we've got a little glowing amber. The more we blow, the quicker it takes. Being careful not to be too close to your lips, as it can blow it out with the dampness of your mouth. That's established now. Now we don't need to burn the whole fungus, so what I'm going to do now is cut the glowing amber edge off. We could have cut it, of course, in the first place, but you never know where the spark's going to land. So into our tinder pile. Quite a lot of breath, and if you get a bit tired, just fan it gently, up and down motion. Denser the smoke, the more likelihood of fire. Add a bit more, just to get some flame. I'm going to add a bit more grass. And that's fire with a King Arthur's cakes or crab balls. What I've got here is birch bark, what's dry. And I use the back of it because it's actually a little damp because of the rain. Some sugar. And some potassium permanganate. And the sugar acts as an oxidizing agent. And this is fire by chemical. We mix the two together. Over there. Come here. And it's quite a violent reaction.
No. Sit.
Obviously we'd have to have a fireplace prepared beforehand before doing this technique. Today we're going to talk about using the sun and using a parabolic mirror or solar sparker as it's sold as. And for this, we line it up to the sun using our tinder in here, in the fork. Tinders. I'm going to use some King Arthur's cakes today. So we get these off ash. I've also got some birch poly in little blocks. And I've never actually used the cork what comes with it. Whenever using the sun for lighting fires, you want to protect your eyes. So I'm going to put my shades on there. I'm going to break off my little bit of King Arthur's cake. And for this, we've got our dry tinder I've got gathered around the garden today. So, tinder in the fork, line it up to the sun, and you'll start seeing the sun dot going across the mirror. You want that as near and eventually on your tinder as quick as possible. Come straight at me. There we are. Smoke straight away. Let it get a good amber. Straight in your tinder.